Welcome back to Nirvana Edge. This is video 3 in a series where we're going to learn a lot about the WordPress backend and how to maintain your WordPress website. This is the WordPress backend, and this menu on the left has everything that you need, and I'm going to go through each of these menu items, and we'll start with pages because pages are really the backbone to your website. So this is the Creacy theme and fold theme demo that I showed you before, and this shows a lot of the different layouts and things that can be created. So again, you can refer here. If you click on pages, there's a lot of different sample pages for About Us, Contact, Help, Landing Page, Meet the Team, etc. You can see what some of the different layouts are. So let's talk about creating a new page. If you click on Pages, Add New, or click on the Add New over here, you'll get a new page. You would name the page, and then click on this Advanced Layout Editor. So the Enfold theme adds this Advanced Layout Editor. The default editor just gives you these controls. The Advanced Layout Editor gives you all the layouts that we saw over here. So there's 3 tabs. The first one is how you create columns and color areas that you can place a background color or a image in the back. Second one is content elements, text blocks, white space or horizontal rules, special heading, icon box, icon list, buttons, tabs, accordions, a contact form, magazine blog layout, portfolio grid, masonry gallery, tables, testimonials, animated numbers, animated countdowns, a MailChimp sign up, a widget area, social share buttons, and a block for code. Media elements are things like images with hotspots, video, an easy slider, a full width slider, full screen slider, accordion slider, an advanced layer slider, which is the one with all the animation, and a couple different kinds of galleries in the Google map. So you would start by throwing a color section on here, putting some columns on there. Perhaps you want some text in the first column, an image in the second column. When you click on the text on the box, it opens a dialog, and this is your standard editor that you saw before. You can bold, italic, bullet, justify to the right, add a link. You can type in a URL that goes off the site. If you do that, I suggest clicking this box so that you open a new window, or you can choose from any of the pages that exist on the site, and then it'll plug it in for you. This button toggles more choices, so that's a good one to know about. You want to always see all these other choices. And then this button will add some shortcodes. So say you don't need to use this in the Advanced Layout Editor, but you might use this in a blog post. So I'll cover it in the blog post. You might want to make your copy a header. So here's your H1 through H5. H3 is usually pretty good. Don't use this. It changes just the text color, and it's a good way to get a lot of inconsistency in your website. Here's special characters. So if you need to add a Greek letter or a registered trademark sign, those characters are in here. If you click on your image, it'll take you to the media library, and you can choose an image to put on there. There's a number of settings over here that whether you want more of a horizontal layout or a square layout. When you upload images to the media library, it makes all these different versions that are appropriate for this Enfold theme. And then WordPress always has very good instructions right next to the settings. So what does this one do? Well, it's an image alignment. Choose how you want to align your image. Image styling. Image hover effect. You can add a link to the image, or a caption, or have it animate in. Okay. You would perhaps select a parent. You can see here that on this website I've organized the parent-child structure the same way as the menus, and that just helps to keep everything together, so that when I'm looking for a page, I can find it easily. And then there's some settings here for sidebar. Which sidebar do you want? Where do you want the sidebar? Which sidebar? Display the footer and the socket, or just the footer, or just the socket. Some settings for the title bar, and then for the header. So let's look at some pages that are set up already. Here's the home page for Literacy Pro. Got a full width slider, a heading, and a caption, and a couple of buttons. This is a color area with some H3 text, and then I've set up some headers and images that link to various pages. This is called Parallax scrolling, so this is a color area with an image in the back, and it's called Parallax scrolling when the image moves at a slower pace than the actual scroll. And then again, two other main areas of their site, and some images and copy. So you can see this set up here in the Advanced Layout Editor. There's a full width easy slider. If you click on that, you can choose images, tell it what the caption should be, what's the title, and then the buttons are in here as well. What should the label be? What is the style of the button? Where does it link? And what's the target? You can set this size if you want it to be shorter or taller. Stretch the image. Again, this is getting a little beyond the scope, but these settings, it tells you what they do here. Okay. Most of the time, you're probably going to go into swap out an image, so you would click here, click on this image, select the one that you want, save it again, save again, and then update your page. Or you might want to change copy, so you'd go into this one, make your copy edit, and save it. And then you always have to hit update. Here is the color section with the image in the background that we saw before. Parallax scrolling, background image position, etc. Again, usually what you're going to be doing is editing copy and editing images. So just click on the box where the copy is that you want to edit, make your changes, and do your saves. Here's another page on the website. Parallax scrolling in the header, an image and some copy, an icon list, a button. You can see these items will animate in at the bottom. Okay. These are just images, copy, header, copy, and a button. And then here's a table at the bottom. So let's look at that layout in the Advanced Layout Editor. Here's a color section with an image in the background, and then the color bar on top of it with the header and the introductory copy. Here's an icon list, and the icon list looks like this. First icon, what's the copy, what's the title of the icon, what's the copy of the icon, which icon do you want to use. And this color section has been set to gray. If you look at section background, it's alternate content. And then the columns are set to white. So if I look at this edit column, I've placed a margin at the bottom. I've created some padding, a rounded corner. The background color is white. That's a hexadecimal. It's 6 digits, A through F, 0 through 9. All F's is white. And then whether I want to set some animation or not. This is a full width submenu at the bottom. I've told it to use an existing menu, the products menu, and we'll get into that in another video. So that's pretty much the basics of a page. Just to review, you want to be in the advanced layout editor. You start with the color section, place columns inside of it, then drop content or media elements inside the columns, and then just follow the directions. Just open it up and put in the settings. And again, usually what you're going to be doing is changing images and swapping out copy. One functionality that this website has is this template, or the Enfold theme has is this template functionality. So if I create a page and I know I'm going to have to create a bunch of pages that are similar, I can save the entry as a template here, or I can just save any section. So on every one of these boxes, this little icon with the folder in the up arrow will save that, whatever it is, as a template. So this one will save this color section and everything inside of it. That's everything for this video. Thanks for learning about WordPress pages.